Hello, VYC Bridge. This is your Noteflight tutorial. My name is Jess Marler. I'm one of the TAAs, and I absolutely love Noteflight. I started using it when I was a senior in high school, and that's how I started to learn really the nuts and bolts of how to compose. It was a great tool for me, and I found that I was really able to hear what my scores sounded like and try out new things and just experiment on this great platform. So I'm here to teach you how to use it. Normally, when you access Noteflight, you just type it into your browser window, but VYC has this really awesome group setup so that everyone can access scores, and it's just a little easier and keeps it all condensed. So our link for Noteflight is right here in this email from Jessica Mays. Here is the link to Noteflight. So if you click that, it'll take you right to your page. You may have to log in using the instructions that Jessica Mays sent you. But mine pops up because I just use it so often. And here is sort of your homepage. Here's a tab for creating scores, your scores, our VYC community, and a few other things. You can see all my scores down here. But for now, we're going to get you up and running with Noteflight. So all you have to do is go to this upper left-hand corner, to this plus sign to create a score. I'm going to click that. And look, you have this huge selection of really cool, different instrumentations that you can use. But for now, we're just going to start from a blank score sheet. Definitely do yourself a favor and explore through these. But for most of our purposes, we're going to be starting from this blank score sheet. You can always add in instruments later. So I like to just start and get going and then add instruments as I see fit. Now, Noteflight already loads it up with a few givens, a few things that they decide for you. First of all, they give you a grand staff here in C major. They give you 4 bars of 4/4, and then they give you a tempo marking of quarter note equals 120. I'm going to show you how to change all of those things because I'm guessing you don't want to write a piece in C major in 4/4 with a solo piano and with a quarter note equals 120 tempo marking. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the parts here. You can see all of these awesome little orange words, and this is a score icon. So if you go over here, there's all sort of the stuff to deal with saving the score, exporting the score, formatting, and we're going to click parts right here, this guitar icon. And I don't really want to write a piece for piano, so I'm going to add a part. I know that for this piece I want to use electric bass, so I'm going to write in electric bass right there. Click that and click OK. Awesome. And then if you don't know what else you want to write, or you don't know what the options are, you can use this little scroll here, and I'm going to put a vocal line in. So I'm going to click vocal, and look at all these options. You can even know what, for choirs, you can decide what vowel they're using, but I'm just going to go and keep it real simple. I'm going to add in a vocal line here. Now, we know that this is not a great ordering here, so you're going to have to go in and order these parts by hand. I don't want that piano, so I'm going to get rid of it here just by pressing the delete in the parts tab. And then I'm going to swap these 2 parts by clicking and dragging on this dotted area of the parts tab. I'm just going to drag the voice above the electric bass, and look, we are all set to go. But I need a different key signature. So for that, I'm going to go to this measure tab. Now, all the things in this measure tab are related to the layout of the piece. You have adding measures, subtracting measures, time signature, key signature, clefs, and this is where you choose to end your piece. There's other fun stuff over here, like really wild and wacky clefs, but for now, all I'm going to do is change the key signature. If you click that, it brings up this list, and you just choose from the key signature you want to use. You can also check a bunch of different modes over here. I'm going to keep it major for now, and I'm going to use E flat major. All right. Okay, great. And now I have 4 bars of E flat major. Now I also want to change the time signature. So you can do this 2 ways. I like to just click straight on the time signature and it'll bring up this window. For the piece that I'm going to be showing you guys, I want to use 4/4, but I'll just show you how to change it really easily. You can toggle different numbers, and you can change the note values down here. All right, so I'm going to click OK. And then if you want to go in later and you're like, oh, I've enjoyed writing in 4/4, now I want to write in 6/8, you just click the measure that you want to start the new tempo, and you can change it like to 6/8 right here. Cool. Now, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use 6/8 right now. So you can see that I have all of this highlighted. When things are highlighted, they're anticipating that you want to add notes. But I don't want to add notes right now, so I click way outside it, and that goes away. And if I just click this and change it back to 4/4, my meter will be gone. All right, so now I got my time signature here, I got my key signature, and now we have to change that tempo marking. Here at VYC, we don't like to see quarter note equals 120 because that is the default. We want to see that you're putting thought into it. So here's how to change it. You go up to tempo marking. You can choose what note value you want that tempo marking to be at. I'm just going to do quarter note. And I want to keep it right around 120, but I'm going to show everyone that I thought about it, so I'm going to change it to 119. Now, you can already see I made a mistake here. Right here, since I had these measures selected, the tempo change happened where the measures themselves were highlighted. So I'm going to click outside of it, and then I'm going to click that, and I'm going to just delete it using my delete key on my keyboard. And I want to make sure that I'm changing this one over here. So I'll go in and change that to 119, and it'll change for me. And then it put that accidental there, so I'm just going to delete that as well. And now we're all good to go. Cool. We don't need this parts window anymore, so I'm going to X out of it. And look, here we have a great score set up ready to go. We have the parts we need, we have the key signature we need, we have the time signature we need, and the tempo marking we need. Now the last thing and the most important thing that you have to do before even saving it is you have to share this with your TAA. I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. Up here on the right hand corner, there's a score details icon. Click that, and you're going to scroll down to share. Click share, and this score is not currently shared, so we're going to share it. And I have to have a title for this, so I'm going to say VYC has fun in Noteflight! Exclamation point. Cool. Save. And then you are going to want to share this with your TAA. So you'll click individuals and enter their username, the username of your TAA. If you do not know this, you can either ask your TAA or you can ask Jessica Mays, and I'm sure that either person will tell you what the username is so you can share it. But for now, I'm just going to share it to all site members. And let's say all site members can comment. Why not? Another really helpful thing for your TAA is to let them copy and export the score. So I'm just going to click that. It just makes things a lot easier if your TAA needs to make little adjustments to your score for visibility. So that is also a really helpful thing for us to have. So I'm going to click save. And now my score is shared with all site members. And we are ready to go and start putting in notes. The next video is all going to be devoted to how to put notes into Noteflight. And I hope you enjoyed yourself and have fun playing around with this awesome software. Yeah, thanks everyone.